In The Godfather, some have associated the presence of oranges in a scene to be ominous. These scenes include Jack Woltz and Tom Hagen dining together, or Don Vito buying a bag of oranges and getting gunned down seconds later. However, it was rather because of practical staging than a symbolic message. The production designer, Dean Tavoularis, said that oranges were simply another carefully chosen complement to otherwise somberly dressed sets. The oranges simply created a nice contrast with an otherwise dark background. Tavoularis had no idea moviegoers would later link oranges with the deaths in the movie. Did you know in The Godfather, the actor who played Senior Roberto, Leopoldo Trieste, had a real difficulty in unlocking the door from inside Don Vito's office? His frustration was raw, translating well into the camera. Coppola actually placed a nail into the lock, so the door opens only when the nail was removed. Trieste did not know this. Coppola wanted to see how the known Italian comedian Trieste will improvise his way through this scene.
Ma stavolta mi devi scusare perché io proprio. Perché tu capisci che puoi essere un amico vero con me, ma io stavolta proprio. Ma io sto perdendo proprio. Vigno, appena mi chiamate, tu mi chiamate io arrivo a casa. Non mentivo, ma ora proprio non devi dire, è tardi.
This nuance alludes to how Senior Roberto might have reacted after asking about Don Vito and his hand in Don Fanucci's death. Did you know in The Godfather Part 2, Lee Strasberg, who plays Hyman Roth, was ill during the entire duration of filming? The production cannot be postponed any further, so they had to rewrite Roth's character as an ailing, old man. He even has this to say when the character first appears in the movie.
Good health, the most important thing. More than success, more than money, more than power.
Despite this hiccup, Strasberg gave a compelling performance. He is regarded as the most influential acting teacher of the 20th century, known to have taught and inspired other actors like Jane Fonda, Paul Newman, among others. For his Hyman Roth role, he was nominated for an Oscar.
Lee Strasberg in The Godfather Part 2.
Did you know in The Godfather Part 2, the negotiation scene between the younger Don Vito and the landlord Senior Roberto was interrupted by an extra, and the interruption was not in the script? Actor Carmelo Russo, who has appeared uncredited in movies for most of his film career, says hello to Robert De Niro, to which the lead actor replied. Coppola was not happy about it because Russo was only supposed to walk by, just like the other extras. However, De Niro pleaded that they retain the scene as it adds texture to Don Vito's character, reinforcing his well-respected status in the neighborhood. Did you know in The Godfather Part 2, Robert De Niro had extensively prepared for the younger Don Vito Corleone role? And how did he do that? He moved to Italy and stayed there for 3 months to learn the Sicilian dialect, and to perfect his accent and mannerisms. While the actor has an Italian last name, he was only part Italian on his father's side and neither did he speak Italian fluently. De Niro was already a professional actor before he landed this role, appearing in over 10 movies before The Godfather's second installment, so his dedication to play Don Vito Corleone was not really surprising. This professionalism eventually led him to winning as Best Actor in the 1975 Oscars. And just like Marlon Brando's win 2 years before, he did not receive his award personally.
Films that are made for years to come, and I thank you on his behalf.